You're listening to an Earful of Bj. I'm your host, Jesse, alongside my co-host, The Five.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Oh, this is great. 1 week till fantasy.
Can't believe it.
I know. Another exciting news, we got Ethan here with us.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me, Earful of Bj.
Hey, thanks for being here,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely, man. Really appreciate it. So, we're going into week, is it 13, I think?
Yeah.
Just getting done with week 12.
Woohoo!
We had some interesting matchups, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Faj, you still got another win.
Oh, man, I still can't believe it.
8-game winning streak, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, 9.
No big deal.
Oh, it's 9?
Yeah, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh, I'm
pretty sure.
No, you're 10-2. It's 8,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right.
Just hopeful, that's all.
Yeah, Ethan, you did you beat Matt this week? I think.
Yeah. I think I beat Matt this week. A little bit of an upset.
Absolutely.
So it was down to Monday night with Devontae Adams with Green Bay, and he pulled through for me. And
He got a couple of touchdowns. Didn't
yeah,
he?
a couple touchdowns, and he got the 100-yard bonus. So made for a nice win for me. And there was also Reagan, that was another upset, beating Brady. #feel the worm,
Yeah,
Brady.
feel it now, man.
And then probably the biggest upset of the week was Colin beating Chris.
Oh my goodness, can you believe
I
that?
can't, man.
Yeah, and I was telling Colin, I saw him this weekend. I said, hey, even if you come in last, as long as you beat Chris, that's a win right there.
That is
So
absolute-
no shame in coming in last there.
No,
Colin.
he took down Chris. That's unbelievable. Hey, we got something coming in here. Got some breaking news, it looks like.
Oh, by golly, I'll tell you. This here's Walter, and I'm back for another week here. You kept me on again, Harris. But this is from our field reporter. That feller did it last week. What the? Oh, Jake. Yeah, Jake. Sorry about that, man. Hey, we got some breaking news here. Eric finally changed his profile picture. Way harder than we thought, and it took a team of 3 people just to change it. Now, come on, fellers. What gives here? It's not that difficult. Come on, man.
All right, thanks for that breaking news, Jake, and then Walter for bringing it to us.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Absolutely. So that's good. Eric, he finally changed it. Ethan, were you part of that?
I was there for it. I had nothing to do with it. Just there for moral support, and
And it sounded like they needed it.
Yeah.
How long was it?
I think he said it took like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, I mean, we had to work. They worked on it in 2 different increments: before breakfast and then after breakfast at the Friends Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
At least it's done now.
Yeah, it's done. Well, let's look at week 13 here, guys. This has got to be the closest I've ever seen the playoffs before. I mean, race to the playoffs. I guess.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably close. Let's just start at the top here at the flying division. I'm just going to kind of talk about records. If anybody wants to talk about matchups, that's fine too. The flying division, Division 1, 4 out of 5 of the guys are 6-6.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean that's just unbelievable.
It is.
I mean, you got Blake, Kyle, Clay, and Reagan all at 6-6. And then Anthony's at 5-7. And Anthony is not mathematically eliminated, I don't believe. But all those guys are just so close. Anything could happen.
Yeah, really, anything could happen.
It's so exciting. I love it.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Clay and Mark, they're both ranked 3rd in their division, and they're both going against each other this week.
Oh.
So that should be an interesting matchup to see
Huge matchup.
for a potential wild card right there.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
And man, that could have easily been the primetime game.
Oh,
easily,
yeah.
easily.
Yep. I think there's probably going to be one better. But then also, there's Reagan and Matt. Reagan is battling for, a spot in the playoffs, and he's facing Matt, who I think is probably
Matt is locked in.
Yeah, locked in. So that'll be interesting to see.
But definitely don't count Reagan out, man. He's been tough this year.
Oh, yeah.
Then the Division 2, Ethan, you're part of this one. You got Brady, who's locked in at 9-3. Matt's locked in, and then Mark and you are battling for a spot.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, Sam at 3-9 is eliminated. He's mathematically out of it. But I like you and Mark. I mean, I think there's definitely a chance. I think Mark's got the upper hand, obviously, just because he's got one game on you.
Yeah.
Then in my Division 3, the Fire Division. Wow, another really close one.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty embarrassing division to be in, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, but I'd like to be in that division
yes,
right now, though.
I bet you would.
I'd be right up there with you
yes,
guys.
You would. Cody's 5-7. I'm 5-7. Eric's 5-7.
Yeah.
Jake's 5-7, and then Trent is actually eliminated with 4-8. But I told you guys a while back, or I told you last week, but I thought Eric and Jake were gonna win. We're gonna end up being the ones to take this division.
Yeah,
and they very easily could. Mm-hmm. Very easily could.
Yeah, we still have one more week too. So
has it ever been this close before between?
I don't recall one this close.
That's awesome though.
And then there's this division, which is just insanely good. They have the top ranked, the number 3, the number 4, and the number 6, and then the number 20. But they got Faj, you're over here sitting 10-2. Logan's 9-3, Chris is 8-4, and Sean's 7-5. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that record in any other division, with any of those, really, you'd be pretty much a playoff spot. So
I tell you, Sean's got it tough, and I feel sorry for him, but he's still having a great year. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and say it, guys. This primetime matchup is going to be Sean versus Chris.
Definitely have to agree with you there.
How could it not be? I mean. Whoever wins this game is the one in the playoffs.
Yep,
that's unbelievable to me.
Oh yeah, you can't
Chris
beat that.
just had a spiral downfall. He's free falling right now. He's lost 4 in a row. Started 8-0, and then you have Sean, who's really worked his team well to come back at 7-5 and have a shot at this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be super tight. I'm very excited. Who do you think's going to win, Fash?
Wow. Well, if you take things the way it's been going, I think Sean's got the upper hand here, so that's who I'm going with.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there too, Dave.
Yeah.
I think the way Chris's team has been performing, he's just not been putting up the points like he was at the beginning of the season. So I'm going to have to go with Sean as well.
And I think Sean's been working his team. You got to stay active with your team. I've learned that from Jesse and another league I was in. I stayed stale one year, didn't make any changes, and I just dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's with a lot of the people that were in the playoffs throughout this season, who have been in the playoffs for most of the part of the season. I think we're seeing a change. I think the tides are changing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think some people that were in the bottom in the consolation bracket are working their way up into the playoffs now. And I'm thinking one of them are probably going to end up taking the playoff championship.
I wouldn't be shocked. Some fresh faces in there, and that's okay. I mean, that's definitely okay.
Yeah.
I'm just for that primetime game, I'm gonna pick Chris.
Okay.
I really am.
Yeah,
I think is it not? I mean, this is just so Chris to go 8-0 and then 0-4 and then barely scrape in and then do some damage when he's in there. Is that not just typical Chris?
Yeah.
So
we'll probably see him in the championship game.
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
So. I know. Fudge. Some stuff's been said about you.
Oh man.
Some stuff has been said.
I'll be back. I gotta go to the restroom. Yeah, no.
Are you a Shawshanker?
No.
Well, let's get back to you first. Let's let Ethan and I cover that for just a second. Some people asked me, "What'd you think of the trade? Did he Shawshank?" And I said, "Let me share it on air. I didn't want to come to talk about it till I got here. Had some time to think about it. The old saying is true. Depth is good until you need it. And Sean had plenty of depth, But the minute someone went down, that depth didn't really matter anymore. He had too much depth on his bench. He needed more on his roster, and he traded you a good player, but he wasn't getting anything from that player with Dak. I mean, he had Dak, start Dak. He doesn't need Carr.
Exactly. Yep.
So he did get a starting tight end, which is a very thin position in this league.
Yep.
And so I think, I don't think it's a Shawshank. I think he got the better hand, no doubt. You did.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a Shawshank, but I could see how people could make cases.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I do not think it was a Shawshank. Matt's grandpa Carnes, he would always say, they don't have to sell the car for, $1,000 under what it retails for.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the same situation. They both wanted the trade, so it was. I don't think it was a Shawshank at all. So.
Yeah, definitely. And Sean didn't even have another running back on his roster that was healthy.
Yep.
So now he at least got someone that was better than any free agent running back.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I understand how people could be upset about it because Chris is right. The rich did get richer. I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand how you can be mad, but I'm not sure it was a Shawshank.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot, guys. Having 20 people in our league, we're not going to have too many more rookies. You know what I mean? Because we can't add any more, I don't think. So I think we really need to give a Rookie of the Year award out this year.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with you.
And I think you can make a huge case for either one of them. I want to share just a little here. Did you guys know that Reagan has beat the champion? How am I supposed to say that? He's beat the champion, all the past champions this year. He's beat me, he's beat Anthony, he's beat Sam. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I know we have different teams each year, but it's kind of cool. It's a cool stat.
Yeah, and all those other teams have experience in playing fantasy, and there's some strategy to it. I mean, a lot of it's luck. But,
Absolutely.
But like Dave was saying, just keeping your team fresh throughout the year and stuff, that can definitely play to an advantage and stuff. So, I think that's saying a lot.
Yeah, and Sean drafted 4 quarterbacks. We all laughed at him.
Yeah.
And he used those quarterbacks so wisely to build his team back up. And now he's possibly beaten the ex-number-1 for a playoff spot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was definitely a bold strategy, but it's definitely paying off.
It is.
And Sean did beat Reagan.
Yes, he did.
In week
yes,
3.
He did. Yep. So that holds some merit, definitely.
So, wow, which way...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which way do you go?
I would think it'd be cool, Clay, if we could have a vote at the end of the year for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, both of these guys would deserve it, but I think it would definitely be a good award to pass out.
Oh,
yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool.
Tough choice.
Oh, yeah. Ethan, you had some stuff to say, I think, you and Kyle. Kyle's actually a little under the weather, so he's not here with us today. It would have been cool to have both of you, but that's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting us take the time to do this. On behalf of the 2 Kings, Kyle and I, we just wanted to announce the Kris Kringle Dowry swap this year. We're going to do the $25 gift like we do every year with the White Elephant gift exchange. Everyone bring something to eat or to drink and to share with everybody. I think Matt said he's going to order all cheese pizzas again. Like we do every year to keep it festive. And then we got a couple dates, December 23rd, 26th, December 30th, and December 31st, I think are the dates that we're going to post. We're going to do a survey on Running the Bulls webpage and to see what everybody can do there. Kyle wanted me to let you know that everyone is to wear a robe this year, any kind of robe. And then we're also going to do some spiced vessel. Which I think was like an English drink. And then we're also going to do Lee's famous eggnog. So be looking forward to that.
All right.
That sounds like a good time. Woo-hoo. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got just a little bit of time here. We are actually at my house today, so the echo is a little bit different. It's the first time we've done it outside of your basement, Faj.
Yeah.
So if it does sound a little different, that's why, guys. Ethan, your brother, Jake, actually, he's been giving us so much to talk about. It's fantastic. But one thing he texted me about a couple weeks ago, I never got a chance to share, but I really wanted to. And this is the week, Faj, you had your big game. He said, hey, we're talking about getting a big gold pro wrestling belt for the person who gets the highest single game score for the history of the league. So right now, Logan would have it with 188 points. But he thought you were going to steal it to become the El Matador.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just a trophy that goes around each year, but it's still something or it doesn't go around each year, but it's something to strive for. So if you have the highest scoring game, you get to wear that belt.
That would be awesome.
I think that would be a neat award because I mean it depends on week to week almost.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. So I it's just something to really root for. But in this 20-man league, it is so tough to score that high.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we actually do it. I don't know if we have to vote or we just get one. I don't know, but I say we do. It would be really fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
But guys, have a great week, guys, and we will talk to you after week 13.
See you later.
See ya.